We've had 3 weeks now where we've done our show, and each of them have had a banality draft in them. I think this obliges us on episode 4 to go at it again. You are the keeper of the flame here on our. I know we've discussed some potential options. Do you want to give a preview of what our next episode's banality draft will be?
Okay, so the ones that we've put out there in casual conversation, casual recorded conversation, are Phil Collins, John Mellencamp. I guess other ideas that I could throw out there, what about like Steve Winwood solo stuff?
Ooh. All right, well, that's rough.
Stressing solo stuff because Traffic is great. I'm a big fan of Blind Faith as well. But
I don't know if I can find. You know what? There is some solo Steve Winwood that's tolerable. The Island Records era, some of that's listenable, but there's so little of it that whoever. Oh, I go first, so I would be willing to do Steve Winwood if it's next week when I go first. But
no, way to tip your hand.
Thank you. I mean, Phil Collins is going to be painful. I might throw the Moody Blues in there just based on the discussion today. I don't know if we can come up with 10. They have them, though. They do have them. I might throw that in for consideration. The Phil Collins one is particularly brutal, but it does give us more flexibility than Van Hagar. I think there's a chance to rebound with Phil Collins. So the only other one that we've talked about, and I think I'm the one pushing this because I think I can survive, is Doobie Brothers. I think I can survive a Doobie Brothers.
Right. Yeah, Doobie Brothers we've talked about as well.
So Phil Collins or Doobie Brothers, I'm willing to go either way.
I think Phil Collins next. Let's do Phil
Collins
next. All right.
All right. Then,
and again, just to remind everybody, In the Air Tonight is off the table. It's either we consider it on both of our lists or it's on neither of our lists, however you want to look at it. But it's not going to be drafted.
The studio recording is not going to be drafted.
Any version of In the Air Tonight, In the Air Tonight as a song, not on the table, because I think it's an obvious number one pick. And if you disagree with me, I think it's just because you would take it with your first pick.
Absolutely. I would take the version from the Secret Policeman's Other Ball, the piano version. That'd be my first pick any day of the week. And also, we're not doing any covers, which means we can't pick Tomorrow Never Knows or the Motown cover he did. The what's the one they did from the second album? Anyway, he had some covers that were not great, but tolerable, and those are off the table. That really hurts.
Yep, off the table.
All right, well, it's going to be a painful week having to listen to Van Hagar and Phil Collins in the same week. We're asking for trouble cosmically to put both of those things back in the universe in the same time period, but I guess that's what we do.
But at the same time, there's the positive element to it because it wasn't all trashing, like we had some maybe not so nice things to say about Sammy or about Van Hagar as a band, as a unit. But I think some all right things to say about guitar drilling and.
And again, 5150 is an achievement. Think of the pressure they were under. They had to come up with something big. And you can't say they didn't. You can't say that they didn't pull out all the stops and put together at least for the time, what could have been considered a quality product. So it's not one-dimensionally bad. Like if you're looking for positive, there's a narrative in there. But nobody, I don't think at this point, goes out of their way to listen to Van Hagar for any reason. I mean, there are people who have old cars where the cassette stuck in the cassette deck for 20 years is like balance, and they just rip the knobs off the radio. Like they're just not going to turn it on rather than have to listen to it again. So it was bold. That was a bold call to go with Van Hagar. I commend you too, sir. Very well done.
Yeah, I will admit I thought there would be more of an element of fun than there actually was.
Yeah.
But again, I have the dark horses. I think Top of the World and Run Around those are the dark horses of the draft. So,
well, can I at least get you to promise you'll go listen to Sucker in a 3-piece?
okay.
I've got my equity. I think that's as good a place as any to draw this to a conclusion. What more could come of it than that?
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
All right.